it's been a while since I did one of these, but when Pokemon announced that they're doing the Scarlet and Violet 151 set that comes out in September, I knew I could not wait 3 months to get these cards. So in Japan, they released similarly titled the 151 set. Not sure if it's under the Scarlet and Violet moniker, but everyone is calling it 151. If you're a Pokemon collector, you've definitely heard about this. These boxes are super hard to come across for reasonable prices. I'm not going to say how much I paid for this one, but I had to get at least one because I'm not a huge Japanese card collector, but this set features all the original 151 Pokemon from when I was a kid, when I played Red and Blue and Yellow. So I have not been this excited for a Pokemon release since probably the Evolution set in 2016, and then in Japanese it was the 20th anniversary, which also featured all the 151 Pokemon. But this set actually features every single one in order, from Bulbasaur all the way to Mew. And what's pretty cool too is in the set, it actually has them numbered in their Pokédex entry, so you can have a master set in your binder of their Pokédex entries. And that's something that I'm honestly surprised that Pokemon has just thought of it now, almost 30 years into the series. But without further ado, let's jump right into it and check out this booster box. So of course, front and center is going to be Mew, because Mew is Pokemon 151, and this set is called 151, so that is the most fitting mascot for the pack art here. But the box itself is amazing, because there's tons of Easter eggs of all the Pokemon on here, speckled all over. I'm not sure if they're like in their Pokédex order, but it's so cool. And what's crazy is in Japan, they got these booster boxes that come, I think, with 20 packs versus like 36 in America. But we're not getting booster boxes for this set because this is going to be like a premium set similar to like Shining Fates, Celebrations, Pokemon Go. So you're going to have to buy like Elite Trainer boxes and some like tins and stuff like that to get these packs. I think they might have the booster bundles, which is a kind of a new thing where you get like 6 packs. So that'll probably be the closest thing to just getting pure packs for the set in English. So another desirable reason to get this in Japan is the fact that you can buy these as booster boxes. So that's going to make these highly collectible for people that keep things sealed. But for me, I only got one of these, and I'm absolutely opening this because I want a master set of the English and Japanese for the all 151. But yeah, let's take a look at the box a little more. So on the sides, these Japanese booster boxes, if you've never opened one before, they're a lot different than the American ones. They're kind of more flat, and they also have less packs in them. So you can see right there, it's going to have the 151. And then we got a little teaser of some art in the set, and of course it's going to feature all the Kanto Pokemon. So you got Slowpoke. This Magneton looks awesome. It actually looks kind of like the claymation art by Yuki Mori, I believe their name is, and they make all those claymation Pokemon cards for the last, like, I don't know, 15, 20 years. So I'm assuming we'll get a Magnemite also with that art style. And then you got Scyther right there, another like fan favorite. Oh, and we got some other previews on the side. We got Sandslash, Dragonite, and then that Porygon right there. Kind of gives me deja vu. I think it might be similar to like the Porygon from the base set artwork. I don't really remember exactly what it looks like, but it definitely gives me some kind of nostalgia, this specific artwork. So let's crack it open and check out the inside. I want to preserve this booster box, so I don't want to like cut it too bad. Alright, and we are unsealed now. So, check it out. So I'm assuming in like a retail store. Oh, so I didn't even realize this. So in the front, they actually, to kind of like keep these boxes tamper-proof, they actually have this kind of like pull tab. So once you pull this, you know that's been opened before. And really trying to not destroy this box. You know what? We're not going to try to open that. But as you can see on the inside, there's these 2 little flaps. And there's the 20 packs. And they all have the same pack artwork. I think in Japan, most of the time, their sets only have 1 pack art, like versus we have like 3 or 4 sometimes. And I think these have 7 cards in each pack. Usually Japanese packs have like 5, so this is an indicator that this is like a premium set. So let's open our first pack. I'm like so excited, I forgot how to speak. So first pack of 151 in Japanese. I will be getting this in English, of course, but let's see what we get. I don't know if there's a pack trick for this because I've only watched a couple unboxings because I'm trying to keep it fun for myself. And what's great too is whenever I open Japanese Pokemon cards, I kind of forget some of the newer Pokemon's names, but because this is Gen 1, I'll be able to remember all of them. So we got a Horsey, Slowpoke, gonna really take this in because this is like so cool that Pokemon did this, Ponyta, and we got a reverse Moltres out of our first pack, and you can see right there on the reverses in this set, there's like little Pokeballs. And from what I heard and what I've seen, there are Master Ball reverse foils, and you only get one in each box, so they're very collectible right now. I know if you get like a Pikachu or a Mewtwo with that Master Ball pattern, it's worth a lot of money, but this is just a regular one, but it is a Moltres, so that's pretty awesome to get like a legendary Pokemon as a reverse. And then we got a Holo Starmie. Oh, there's more cards. I thought that was the last one, so we got a Holo Starmie. So there's our regular rare from the pack, and then we got a Butterfree. And then the last card is Kadabra! And that leads me to my next point with this set, which is amazing, is that what you're looking at right here is the first Kadabra card that has been printed in probably 20 years. Because what happened was during the Wizards of the Coast era, there was a famous magician, don't know their name, but they kind of have a gimmick of bending spoons with their mind. And I think Pokemon was inspired by this person, so they kind of copied his gimmick without permission, and he didn't like that, so he actually requested that they didn't print any cards of specifically Kadabra, I think. So Pokemon just didn't want any lawsuits, so they just stopped printing Kadabra. So if you go and take a look, I think the last card that printed a Kadabra was probably like one of the Sky Ridge, like the late Wizard of the Coast era. But this is the first Kadabra card that has been printed in the modern era, so it's pretty cool that I got that out of the first pack. So just a regular uncommon, but there's so much like history behind this one, so it makes it more exciting. All right, so that was the first pack, so nothing too crazy, but very awesome to see these cards for the first time in person, at least. All right, so we got Magikarp, Venonat, Eevee. We got a regular Pokeball reverse foil Primeape. We got a holographic Chansey. Chansey's always getting like the holos like in the base set. And then we got Machoke doing a crazy like Hulk Hogan pose with the with like shooting stars behind him. It's so good. The artwork in the set is so good. And then we have an Ivysaur, so one of the first starters has made an appearance. So speaking of the starters, I believe all of the starters, including their evolutions, have illustration rares in the set. And I've actually seen people get what they call God packs in Japan. I don't think they've ever really done them in America, but a God pack has almost every card in the pack is like an alternate art. And you can get like Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise. You can get them all in one pack. So I'm super hopeful I can get one of those. Rhyhorn, Zubat, Caterpie. We got see, that's the only thing, is the trainer cards, I'm not going to be able to read them, so I'm not sure that some kind of belt as a Pokeball reverse, so we haven't gotten the Master Ball yet. Oh my god, and we got just a regular holo Aerodactyl, but that is such a sick artwork. Oh my god. Kind of takes me back to like the fossil set back in the Wizard of the Coast era. Very sick. And then we got a Eaten Apple and a Victory Bell. So far we are putting a huge dent into the 151 for sure. All right, now we got Krabby, Magnemite. Oh, and there's the Yukimori. That's the name. Just like so there's definitely a Magneton with the same artist on the side. We got a Pidgeotto. We got a Vulpix Pokeball rare. I know Vrissa is going to be happy about this because Vulpix is her favorite Pokemon, and I got it as the Pokeball rare too. It's so cool. I know, right, Max? Like, Rissa's going to love this. Oh, and a Jolteon holo. So I'm assuming maybe the evolutions all have holos in the set. And then a Giovanni. I think there's an alt art of Giovanni in this set that's definitely highly desirable with him. Like, I think he's like with a Persian or something. So cool. And then we got a Scyther. I think that's the same artwork from the side of the box. So, all right. So yeah, I'll never forget the first time ever playing Pokemon when I was a kid. I was probably like 6 or 7 years old, and I got Pokemon Blue version. Oh, there's that Porygon from the side of the box as well. Seal. I got Blue version. I'm a big Charizard fan, but I started my Pokemon journey with Blue. I did pick Charmander in the game though, but got it for my birthday, and I've just been a fan since. Dugtrio with a Pokeball. Oh, and we got an Electrode holo. Arcanine, very nice artwork on that one. That one should have been a holo. Slowbro. And that's it for this one. So I feel like we haven't really gotten any repeats, but you know, my goal is to really just get the 151. Like all the secret rares and stuff is kind of like bonus for me. I've actually in the past tried to do like a binder with like every Pokemon in order from like Bulbasaur to like, you know, the current Pokédex, and it was just like a disaster trying to organize that binder. But maybe after 151 they'll do like 251 and they'll keep going for every generation, because you know there's a lot of people that got into the Pokemon like scene like much later, so they'll have the same nostalgia I have for this set for maybe like Gen 4 or 5. So I'm sure Pokemon's thinking about it. Maybe every year, you know, for the next what 8 or 9 years we'll get a generation set. So we got a Sandshrew. I think that's Bulbacards. I think that's one of his favorite Pokemon. He's a little disappointed that they didn't get an illustration rare for that one, but we got the female Nidoran, Metapod. We got a Seaking Pokeball rare. I don't really know if that's what people are calling them, but I'm going to call it a Pokeball rare. We got a Weezing. Oh, it's a Weezing holo. I believe this trainer is Professor Oak's niece. I think it's like your rival in the game's sister, the one that gives you the map in the game. I don't remember her name. It might be Daisy, but I could be wrong. Daisy Oak. And then we got a Cloyster. Really hope we get at least one crazy card in here. I think unfortunately it's not really unfortunate, but the most expensive card in the set is the Altart Erica card, the Gym Leader Erica, because of the, you know, the waifu craze. I'm pretty sure that card as of right now is like an $800 card. We got a Voltorb, Oddish, Metapod, and we got an illustration rare Snorlax. Like, that's awesome, because of course Snorlax is gonna get like an illustration card because of his like significance in the game, because you had to get the Pokeflute to move him out of the way. That's kind of what this picture looks like. He's blocking a path for this Diglett, so this Diglett's gonna have to get a Pokeflute to to get across. And we got a Mew EX in the same pack. Oh my god, and gotta love the new Scarlet and Violet like EX holos with the those like flickering stars. Kind of reminds me of like the base set holos. So we got that was a 2-hit pack right there, and then it's not over. We got a Rapidash and an Onix, of course, classic Onix. But wow, so 2 hits out of that one pack. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to sleeve these up for sure. Very cool to get the Mew EX, because Mew is kind of like the mascot for this set, technically. I think Mew definitely has like an alt-art. It's all like the big Pokemon have alt-arts in this set, like all the starters. I think Mew, I'm pretty sure Mewtwo, I think Zapdos has one. I would love to just get one Charizard. I'm pretty sure Charizard has definitely has an alt-art, but also has an EX and then a regular full art to go with it. So look at that Machoke, or Machop. We got a Grimer, Tentacool. Okay, so that's not the alt-art Erica, but we got the Pokeball Reverse Holo Erica regular trainer. And we got a Zapdos full art. Oh my god, that's so sick. Does it have a texture? Looks like it does, yeah, it definitely has a texture. So we got another hit out of that pack. We got a Tauros. In the Scarlet and Violet games, we got the new forms of Tauros. He still doesn't have an evolution, but we did get the Paldean forms. And then we got Hitmonlee. Very awesome. I can't wait to make a binder for these and start putting them all together, because if there's any generation that's ingrained in my brain, it's Gen 1. I can name all of them. I can probably guess what number they are in the Pokédex. So, very exciting. So, alright, so now we're starting to get hits. Maybe all the hits are like in the middle of the box. I'm struggling with this one. Alright. And we got Drowsy, Diglett, Dratini. That's cool that Dratini is going to be a dragon type, so I'm assuming Dragonite is also. We got a Pokeball Pinsir, a Hollow Marowak, Hypno, just creeping along, and Primeape. Alright. I wonder if you can get like all 150, or at least close to them, just in one box, because it seems like a lot of these cards aren't really repeating. I'm not really seeing like cards repeat. We got a Coughing, Psyduck, Electabuzz. We got a Pokeball Reverse Muck, Hollow Raichu, very cool. Regular Erica Trainer, and Exeggutor, very cool. It reminds me of the Southern Islands promo cards that came out when I was younger. I still have them somewhere, but I know Exeggutor was in there somewhere. There was like this weird little set that came with like postcards and stuff. It was very weird for the time, but I still have it, and I think it's worth a lot of money now, so. Alright, next pack. We got a Mankey, Execute, to go with that Exeggutor. That Abra artwork looks awesome. Abra. Oh my god, and now is that a Master Ball? That's the Master. We got a Master Ball Articuno. Oh my god, that's awesome, because we got the Moltres with the Pokeball in the first pack. So as you can see right there, the foil has the M on there. So this is the Master Ball of our box, and it's an Articuno, so that's got to be a good one. Like, it's definitely awesome to get a legendary Pokemon with this Master Ball symbol on it. I really wanted the Mewtwo, because, you know, when I think back to the old games, you basically got the Master Ball to help you catch Mewtwo, because he was like nearly impossible to catch with anything else. But very cool, because I'm sure some people use the Master Ball in Articuno, because those legendary birds were very hard to catch too. So awesome. I'm going to put that one in a sleeve, because that's the only one in the box. Oh, and we got a Golem EX in the same box, so it seems like all our best pulls are kind of 2 in 1. So we got a Golem, so Golem gets a little love in this set. I haven't really seen a Golem in a set in a long time. We got a Clefable and Wartortle, so another starter. Haven't really been seeing a lot of them, but awesome. So we got another EX, and then Articuno. Literally almost dropped it on the floor. So yeah, really quickly you can kind of see the difference. This is the regular Pokeball, and then this is the Master Ball. Very sick. Alright, let's keep it going. Kind of lost track of how many packs we're up to, so I'm just going to keep going until they're all gone. Alright, we haven't gotten like a crazy alt art yet. We got that one Snorlax illustrator. I don't really know what like the hit rate of how many you get per box is, so hopefully it's more than one. We got a Paris, Grimer, Spearow. We got a Pokeball rare Cubone. We got a Blastoise EX. Awesome. So we finally got one of the 3 starters. Would have preferred a Charizard, but my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Blue, so very cool to get a Blastoise EX out of this pack. And then we got a Dragonair and a Nidorino female. Well, Nidorino is only female. I think it's a Nidorino. So, you know, I'm kind of noticing, I think it's 2 from the back is the pack trick. So let's try doing that going forward, even though we're like halfway done probably. Because then those last 2 cards don't get any love after I get the hit. So yeah, we'll do 2 from the back. So we got Seaking, Charmeleon, finally one of the Charizard line Pokemon. We got Oddish. That is the Slowpoke from the box, I think. Abra. We got an Ammonite illustration rare, very cool, and there's also featuring Kabuto, and I think Amistar in the background too. So this is kind of like all the fossil Pokemon get a little love on this one. And then the rare is a regular holo, but we got a Vaporeon now. So I think we got Jolteon before, so now we just need Flareon, and we'll have all 3. But another illustration rare, so I guess I got my answer right there. Got 2 so far in this box. Very cool. We got a bunch of EXs too. Alright, so 2 from the back. And we got a Parasect, Seadra. That's the old Amber that's used to evolve into Aerodactyl. That definitely reminds me of the fossil set. Jigglypuff, Geodude, a Pokeball Rare Weepin' Bell, and a regular holo Kabutops. So kind of goes with that illustration rare. Got the, well, that was Ammonite, but I think Kabutops is the only one missing from that picture. Alright, next pack. We got a Pidgeotto. We got that weird belt again. Paris. Pikachu! Alright, so regular Pikachu. Pikachu's in every set. That is going to be, I think, the Dome Fossil that evolves into Ammonite. Dome Fossil. And we got a Pokeball Rare Giovanni. Very cool. That would have been sick to get the Master Ball of that one. And then the rare is just a regular holo, but Gyarados. First time I've seen that in the set, too. Alright, that's better. So we got a Nidorino. Ooh, that Haunter is so sick. Look at that artwork. Not sure. For a minute I thought that might have been like the tower from Lavender Town, but it kind of looks like he's in like Las Vegas or something. Like Haunter's going to gamble his money away. We got another Dome Fossil. Nidoran female. Squirtle. So we got the War Turtle. Oh, actually I just realized we got all three of them because we got the Blastoise too, so that's pretty cool. It's one evolution line down. We got a reverse Golbat. And we got a Alakazam EX. Awesome to go with that Kadabra and Abra. So that's another evolution line we got down. So very cool. Very excited to try to complete the 151 for this. Tons of EXs in this box. I think we got like 4 or 5. 2 illustration rares. Ooh. 2 illustration rares, I think, and a bunch of EXs. No full art trainers yet, though. Alright, we got a Golbat, Lapras, Cubone, Nidoran male, Pidgeotto, and we got, whoa, an illustration rare of Poliwhirl. Very cool. It's kind of interesting that they gave like Poliwhirl the illustration over Poliwrath, but love that. He's kind of just like in the middle of a city during rain or something. Very cool. And then the rare, and we got a Mewtwo, regular holo Mewtwo, but here we go. We got a Mewtwo to go with my figure in the background right there. Very cool. So regular holo, but so this Mewtwo as the Master Ball reverse was one of my chases, but very cool to just get at least one of them. And another illustrator. So that's 3 so far. So it's starting to look like we might have hit the best this box has so far, but we still have a few packs left. So let's see what we get. There's like 2 or 3 more. Alright, and we got Hitmonchan. I was just wondering about him because we got Hitmonlee before. We got a Kingler, Clefairy, Dratini, Farfetch'd. And there you go. We got a reverse Flareon. So I think we have Jolteon and Vaporeon as regular holos, but now we got the reverse Pokeball Flareon. So we did get all 3 of them in one box. And then the regular holo is a Dotrio. That's a Pokemon that I forget exists sometimes. Dotrio. So very cool. Alright, last 2 packs. Alright, we got a Pinsir, Tentacruel, Sandshrew, Magnemite, Poliwhirl, regular Poliwhirl. We got a reverse Meowth and a holographic Dragonite. So I think we got almost all the artworks that were on the side of the booster box. So that's kind of cool to get all of them. But we got a Dragonite, and now the last pack magic. Could it be a Charizard? Could it be a God Pack? Let's find out. Alright, here we go. We got an alt-art Blastoise in this box. Oh my god. And this one was done by Mitsuhiro Arita. Oh my god, he drew the original base set Charizard. Amazing. So did I do the pack trick wrong? Oh my god. We got a god pack. Oh my god, we got a god pack. I did the pack trick right, and we got a god pack. Oh my god, because I have literal... I'm freaking out right now, because we just got a god pack in the last pack. The last pack magic. Oh my god. So I'm gonna do this very slowly because I cannot believe this just happened. Okay. So we got an alt art Blastoise. I was trying to explain this in the beginning of the video. So a god pack, every card now in this pack should be an alt art. And it should be all of the evolutions of each one. So, assuming this is a god pack, because I already saw what was behind it, this is the alt art Blastoise. Oh my god, we got the alt art Charizard. Oh my god, this was the card I wanted the most. Like, this is amazing. Look at that. Oh my god, I can't believe I got a god pack. So we got Charizard, we got Blastoise. Oh, but then we got Doduo. Get out of here, Doduo. So I think they put one regular card in these god packs just to like be a filler. But then now the rest of these should all be the alt arts for the rest of these evolutions. So it should be War Turtle. Oh my god, amazing. And Squirtle. And then we got Charmeleon. And then it should be Charmander. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, it's so sick. Oh god. Alright, so really quick, like let's... Oh my god, so yeah. Squirtle, War Turtle, and that Blastoise. Oh my god, like, now I just need the 3 for Venusaur. For Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur, and I have all of them. Oh my god. See, I bought this hoping I would get a god pack, and I think it's like 1 in like 200 something boxes or something, so I just got incredibly lucky right now. Like, I can't believe it. This is probably like one of the best hits I've ever hit ever. I'm so glad I recorded this because I can't believe it. I'm still like in shock. So look at that. Amazing. Mitsuhiro Arita did this one. Amazing. And then of course, speaking of Mitsuhiro Arita, I don't know if he did this one. He did not. He did not illustrate this Charizard, but absolutely amazing that I got that all in one pack. Like, this has got to be the best pack I've ever pulled in my life. I think I just said that before, but I'm losing my mind. So so what I love about this one actually is it kind of follows that new trend that Scarlet and Violet is doing, where they're kind of having Pokemon like grow up. They started, I think, with like the Ralts card in the base set that kind of becomes like the Kirlia and then the Gardevoir, and it kind of shows them like growing up. So it's pretty cool that this Charmander is kind of just like, yeah, I'm kind of stuck down here. How do I get up there? And then he's making his way up the cliff. He's a Charmeleon now. And then he flies away as a Charizard. Amazing. I cannot believe I just got this. So these are going immediately in sleeves. So before I do anything else, before I drop them or spit on them or drool on them, I cannot freaking believe it. So I have not done YouTube videos in a while. I was getting a little burned out from it, and this definitely just reminded me of why I do it, or why I did it before, because it is so fun to pull the cards that you want to get. It really reinforces those gambling juices in your brain. Oh yes, we are sleeved up. God Pack City right here. I have seen a few people get these God Packs already before mine. I think maybe I've seen it like 2 or 3 times. So I know it's not super uncommon, but what a feeling, what a rush to get one of these. Like, I feel like, you know, the overpriced, the amount of money that I spent on this box was well spent. That's all I can say. Because god damn, I got my chase cards times 10, and now I just have to get that Venusaur, the Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur trio, and I have all 9 of the original Kanto starters as alt arts. Like, that is quite a feat. So that just added quite a bit to the hits of this box. So let's quickly go over all the hits we just got. We'll save this God Pack for last, because let's just go look at the normal hits we got, because we got a bunch. Out of 20 packs, like, this was probably one of the best boxes of cards I've ever opened before. So, not in any particular order. Actually, let's just put them all together, because it's kind of nuts that on top of the God Pack, I got 3 illustration rares, just regular ones, but we got Snorlax, like, oh my god, amazing. We got an Ammonite, so beautiful. We got Poliwhirl. Like, I've never really thought Poliwhirl was cool enough to deserve a, like, art rare like this, and now I totally get it. I think personally that they should have done one for every Pokemon in the 151, but very cool that we got some fan favorites. And now the amount of EXs I got. I got freaking Mew EX, who's on the cover of the box. Gotta love when you get like the set mascot. Didn't get the alt art, but got the regular EX holo. We got Golem EX, so sick. Alakazam EX to go with that Kadabra that just made his big debut back in the TCG. And then we got Blastoise EX. So we got the alt art Blastoise and we got the regular one. Like, definitely this was like the Blastoise completionist box. I think I just need like the full art. And then we got our Master Ball rare, which is just a reverse, but every box gets one Master Ball rare. It's going to be an Articuno for me, which is awesome because, like I said, if I could have any Master Ball card, it would be one of the legendaries. It wasn't Mewtwo, but Articuno is very sick. And then another legendary bird, we did get a full art. Not an alt art, but a full art Zapdos. So those were all like the hits from the box. And then, I mean, you know, the regular holos are kind of like treated as just regular rares at this point, but it's still, let's still admire how amazing the set is. We got the Dragonite holo, Dotrio, Mewtwo, so very cool. I don't think Mewtwo, no, actually Mewtwo does have a illustration rare in this set, so I did not get the best variant of that one, but at least I got one. I got Mewtwo, I got Gyarados, Kabutops. I don't really think I repeated much. Vaporeon, Raichu, Marowak, Weezing, Electrode, Jolteon. That Aerodactyl is probably one of my favorites besides Mewtwo of the regular holos. We got a Chansey and a Starmie. Whew. So one more time for old time's sake. I can't believe we got a God Pack. Insane luck. We got a Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, alt art. Oh my god, like that's probably the best Blastoise card I've ever seen in my life. And then we got the Charmander growing up. We got Charmander. Then we got the Charmeleon, kind of scaling the mountain right there. I'm like dropping the cards. And then we got the alt art Charizard of the set. Like, you know, every set that has a Charizard is going to be a big chase for everybody. I know I base my whole channel on Lizardon, you know, the Japanese name for Charizard. So I got a Lizardon EX alt art, and I'm super psyched about it. So there you have it. That is the Japanese Pokemon 151 set. I can't believe I got a God Pack out of it. I've never opened a God Pack in my life, but they exist. Don't give up if you're trying to find one. They're out there. I wonder if they'll do this in the English set. I highly doubt it because I don't think they've ever done it in English before, but just that alone, it was worth buying one of the Japanese boxes. So if you haven't gotten one yet, I would suggest getting them before they're like $1 million because they are super hot right now. I'm glad I just got one, and I'm pretty satisfied with just the one. Probably just buy singles to get the rest of the set, to be honest. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Haven't done a YouTube video in a long time, but because of this, I'll probably start doing more because it seems like my luck might have came back a little bit. But otherwise, if not, hope you guys are all doing well, and see you around. See ya.